worked together a long time ago and really look up to him. And, you know, things go a little south and kind of get my heart broken because, you know, things just aren't what they seem.
So I want to dive in. Obviously, Ruzek has been through a lot already. And I mean, we're 2 episodes in and I feel like he's already had like a journey. How do you feel like he is doing emotionally? Because obviously at the end of last season, he was in such a dark place with everything happening with Burgess and everything going on. How do you think he's like kind of handling things?
Well, I think that now that he knows where she is, it's a little different. You know what I mean? The end of last year, this guy might have been pulling her fingernails out of her hands. You know what I mean? And so I think that the idea that she's now back and he can see her and he knows what's going on with her, that there's a sense of control there that I think is much more comforting than where he was last year. But, you know, they kind of beat the crap out of that guy all of the time. No, it's, I think, you know, it takes things like that too to make you make strong decisions. And I think one of the strong decisions he's made is to try and lean into family and lean into, you know, making a home for both Michaela and Kim, you know, and trying to step up his game a little bit.
For sure. I mean, their relationship, and now especially with Michaela in the picture, is so complicated. They live together, but they're not together. That's correct, right? Yeah, I mean, like I think I've got my apartment, but I think I spend a lot of nights there. And, you know, it's a relationship without being intensely intimate. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Yeah. But I dig it. I love that they've kind of taken us to this place. I think it's weird, you know? I don't think you see relationships like this on TV all the time, so.
Well, I think it's also nice because it's like realistic that not every relationship fits into a bubble. Like. Yeah.
And I think that they, you know, it's just they care about each other unendingly. They're just trying to figure themselves out. And I don't know, it's a fun little journey to be on. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, absolutely. How is his relationship going with Michaela this season? Because obviously I feel like she and him are now growing so much closer too.
Yeah, I mean, Ramona and I get along pretty well. I could she's like, 8 going on 22. So I can actually sit and have interesting conversations with her to a certain degree anyway. But I think, you got Burgess maybe being a little more by the book and a little more, she's, I think really, I think I'm the fun uncle. That's how I would describe, you know what I mean? Like he's like the fun uncle, like he's probably not doling out punishments, but he's the one that she can turn to if she needs a laugh or if she needs to, just feel unending love.
What kind of challenges can we expect from Ruzek coming up this season? What is he going to be kind of going through?
Well, we just finished an episode where, he loves being the police so much. So I get these interesting storylines where you see how complicated it can be to be the police. And we just finished, I think it was episode 6. I don't know. Time is nothing. But I think it was episode 6. We just finished it up, and Ricardo, Alvera, I'm gonna mess up his name. Dude from the Desperate Housewives, such a good guy, such a good actor, and we just played 2 guys that we'd worked together a long time ago, and really look up to him, and things go a little south, and kind of get my heart broken because things just aren't what they seem. Mm-hmm. That was not a very good plug, but it's going to be a good episode, I think. I sprinted for an entire week. Every day I was sprinting. I was chasing cars, chasing fake bad guys. It was crazy.
You got your workout in.
I got my workout in, for sure.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to chat.
It's nice to see you, Dawn.
Nice to see you.
Have a good one. Bye.
Me too. Bye.